Hey, it's Erin and Dave. Time for another One Tank Tuesday. In this go-round, we hit the town of Boonville.
Yep, it's only about 60 miles away.
Yeah, the traveling was not a difficult thing for us to do. An hour there, an hour back. First stop was the Phoenix Public House and Eatery. Really understated restaurant that I don't think a lot of people are quite familiar with.
Yeah, I really didn't know that it was there, and it was such a pleasant surprise. Amazing food. We had some killer loaded baked potato soup. We both had that. It was amazing. And then I had a burger that was just to die for on a pretzel bun.
And on top of that, I had a nice twist on toasted ravioli.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty good, too. And I got to say, the scenery inside
the
was
ambiance.
Fantastic. Yeah, the roof, the ceiling, just a lot of the old signage that was up on the walls as well.
It's an old building that has been stripped down, and it's authentic. I mean, it looks amazing. It's a really neat place to stop for, either lunch, dinner, or if you just want to drink.
So what do you have here?
I got their loaded baked potato soup, which is amazing. In fact, I'm almost out. And then I got their burger with mushrooms and caramelized onions. That.
Oh, wow.
Swiss.
That is awesome.
It's on a pretzel bun, which looks amazing.
Jeff, one of the co-owners there, he was the one that told us, well, if you got some time, why don't you
go around the corner and check out, or go see Melissa.
And that's the old Cooper County Jail and Hanging Barn. Had been the jail for quite a few years. Up
until 1978.
Right. A very, very sparse interior for the prisoners as they were in there because there was no lighting and there was no heating or air conditioning.
Right.
Kind of a spooky, eerie scene.
We visited on a cold day, and it was colder in there than it was outside.
And then we also took a tour into the back where the barn is. That's the Hanging Barn. It's what you think when you're connected to a prison.
If you like a little bit of, morbid Missouri history, kind of like along the same lines as like the Missouri State Penitentiary,
right?
Just on a much smaller scale, might be something you want to check out.
After that, we headed over to River Hills Sporting Clays. That was interesting. That we hadn't really done a lot of shooting before. I haven't, anyways.
I shot some pistols before, but rifles were a little different.
And we got a little training course, and I don't think it reflected well on the teacher. I think it was just the students were very...
Hey!
I did it! I got it!
I just want to stress there at the end when Erin was jumping up and down in victory for hitting that one.
My gun was empty.
The gun was unloaded. Then we wrapped things up at the Warm Springs Ranch. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's where the Clydesdales are, the Budweiser Clydesdales.
Who knew they were right there in Boonville all along?
I had no idea. It was such a pleasant surprise, and they mentioned that one of the commercials for that big football game, a portion of one of those commercials was shot on the ranch.
Yeah, you may have remembered the one where there was the little baby colt named Hope.
Yeah.
Right there at the Warm Springs Ranch.
And we got to see pretty much all of the horses, it seemed like. I think we were introduced to just about every single one of them.
Which was nice. Very high-tech operation. They did have a mare that was getting ready to have a baby like anytime now. And it was crazy. There was like a little device attached to her, which when she went into labor would sound an alarm, which would then let everybody know at the ranch just when the blessed moment was going to happen. It was nuts.
Very cool technology. And I got to say, who knew that was just right there within an hour drive?
That's right. They do tours there, so it's definitely a tour that you would love to take. In fact, your entire family would love.
They'll get going later in the month of March, so check out their website for details as far as when you can check out for the tours. That's going to wrap it up for our latest One Tank Tuesday. We'd like to thank everybody in Boonville for being so welcoming and accommodating to us. We'll do another One Tank Tuesday coming up in about a month right here on 94.3 Cat Country.